as Rafael Espinoza defends his WBO featherweight championship. A night when he lost the belt a year ago, as once again a pause in the action. That is it.
We got Hitchins against Paro, and Paro's, I guess, title run, super short-lived. Not for nothing, Hitchins actually came in as the underdog. For all those who don't know, Richard Hitchins is, he's been talked about in the boxing community. Tank, Shakur, Mayweather, a lot of those guys, but he never had a title shot until now. Again, he came in as the underdog, which a little surprising to me, given his style is very technical. He's a boxer, like a straight boxer. I think now he has 19 victories, like 7 knockouts. He's boxing your ears off. That's what he's doing. He doesn't try to go for the knockout. He going for the decision. That's what he's going for. If you are a fan of that, then Hitchins is your guy. Very fundamental, solid fighter. But the exciting factor is not always there. In this fight, I feel like he did pick up his work. He did start to take over the fight from like round 5. He started to get a lot more active, started to put his punches together, started to throw his right hand a little more frequently. But I still felt like he could have done more. I actually felt like he probably could have stopped this dude or scored a knockdown. No disrespect at all. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to seem like I'm hating on him. It's just his style of fighting is very just boxer. Like, I'm just going to box. That's it. And again, if that's what you like, then that's your guy. But with that being said, the 140 landscape now is very, very interesting. You have Alberto Pulo that's in there. You have my favorite, Jose Valenzuela. That is my man. Like, I fucks with him. He's a great guy. Jose Valenzuela. And you have the big talker, Teofimo Lopez, the self-proclaimed king of that division. I think a unification match that everybody wants to see at 140 most likely is Valenzuela against Lopez, Teofimo Lopez. I think that is the most interesting, the most predicted, exciting fight in that division. Again, no shade to Richard. Shout out to him for getting the victory. Shout out for him to being the new IBF 140 champ. Hopefully he could get some fights. He's been around. He's been around for some time, but again, his style of fighting, I don't see people running towards that. Let's head over to ESPN, where we had some champion fights. It's mad close. My fault. Mad close. Yeah, ESPN. We had some champion fights and championship fights. And let's start off with Ramirez and Espinoza too.
As Rafael Espinoza defends his WBO featherweight championship. A night when he lost the belt a year ago, as once again a pause in the action. That is it.
Now, I know some people right off rip are thinking he quit. And you're not wrong. Once that orbital bone is broken, no matter how tough they are, they stop fighting, bro. We seen it with Kell Brook, not once but twice. We seen it with Kell Brook twice. Once with Errol Spence, first time with Gennady Golovkin.
But Errol Spence Jr. is the one who's had much more success in the last few minutes. Kell Brook's hurt here, and he's down in the 10th round, and it's so early. Holding on again, Kell Brook. Yeah, he's hurt. That eye's playing in trouble. The eye against Golovkin, the eye against Errol Spence, but he's gone down on one knee. He can hardly see out of it. And he showed so much valiance, but can he get up and continue? I think he's going to sit it out. It is all over, and Errol Spence Jr.
And Dubois absorbing some punishing shots.
Probably not working hard enough, and he's just being outworked a little bit. Oh dear, it's the left eye, and he's gone down. He's gone down with the jab right on that damaged left eye, and down he goes. And it could be that it's all over right here. He's had enough, he doesn't want any more. And Joe Joyce, by stoppage, is the new British, Commonwealth and European champion. We asked whether that damaged left eye was going to be a decisive...
Golovkin right in front of Brooks, pulling him back. This is a good combination from Golovkin, and Brooks not answering at the moment. What we've seen from him before so many times in the past, he softens his man up, then he goes for the finish, and Brook is in trouble here. Then a little bit of grandstanding.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness me, he's got heart.
He sure has. That triple G jab though, Nick.
It wasn't just the jab.
No.
There were the hooks coming round.
But it's the shot that set everything up here. Yeah. It's broken Kilbrook down. Oh, he's pawing that eye.
That eye has not been right from the third
round. Him now.
Oh, he's
dismantling him.
He's pulling it on. Brook's in trouble. Brook is in a lot of trouble.
Oh, these are heavy shots as well. There's a towel, Nick.
But where did that come from that time? Yeah.
We also seen it with Dubois, somebody who just destroyed Joshua. And I know Joshua's whatever, but Dubois lost to Joyce. Same thing, orbital bone. And, you know, these guys, they try to go, you know, for another round or two, but, you know, those are one of those injuries where it hurts so much that it's too difficult to continue a 10 to 12 round fight. And Ramirez, you know, he tried to complain that whether it was the 4th or the 5th round, that it was from an elbow. And, you know, ESPN, they went back, they looked, they really couldn't find a significant shot from an elbow that backs that claim. You know, I think Ramirez just got his face broken. And there's nothing wrong with that. It happens. Sometimes you get your face broken. This is boxing. It happens. And you were seeing double vision. So you said, hey, I'm gonna, you know, protect my health. Health is wealth, and live to fight another day. You know, maybe it's just the way he did it. It looked bad because it just like, it looked so sudden. But once I seen the puffiness around his eye, whichever eye it was, once I seen the puffiness around his eye, I already knew it was an orbital bone. I already knew. Hey, shout out to Espinoza. He did his job. He didn't do nothing wrong. He went in there and got the job done. So shout out to him. Now, if there was going to be a unification bout, this shit would be hilarious. And this is how my mind thinks. The funniest unification bout in that division would be Nick Ball, who is 5'2", against Espinoza, who is like 6'1", like a foot taller than him. And knowing Nick Ball would still take that fight. But that shit would just be, you know, that's like taking Barrios. It would be so evident how crazy the height difference is. But knowing Nick Ball and even Espinoza, they probably both would actually go for that fight. Hey, and shout out to them, but that would be one of the funniest matchups ever, man. You have Oscar Valdez going against Emmanuel Navarrete, number 2. And if you don't remember the first one, if you've seen Oscar Valdez's face, he didn't need to come. He looked like a walrus.
Oh!
Like it looked bad. Like he got the living shit beat out of him in the first fight. So respect to him just to come back for another fight, because it wasn't like it was close. The first one wasn't close. I mean, yes, he had some good moments, but if you look at the end of the fight and you see the two fighters' face, it wasn't close. But they ran it back again. And right away you can see the difference. Navarrete, he has long looping heavy like thudding type of power, and that's how he throws his punch. A lot of them are looping heavy shots, and he keeps you on the end of the shots, whether they're a hook or uppercut or straight. It's usually he keeps you at the end of it. So I felt that Oscar was going to try and be on the inside a little more, which he did not do that as much. And I feel like if he did, it probably would have been a little better for him. You know, Navarrete, he does throw a lot of punches, so you do have a risk being on the inside as well. But I feel like Navarrete's game is those throw punches and bunches, and a lot of times is sweeping, looping. It's long punches, and if you get caught on the end of those punches, you get put out. He has very dangerous dudding power, and Oscar Valdez kept staying at a distance where it was not good for him. He got knocked down 3 times, and I think Oscar Valdez, he has some great moments in his career, but I think it's about time for him to think about hanging it up. He's still a young guy, but getting beat like that is rough, man. You don't want to see a guy that you like, whether you like him or not, but you don't want to see a guy like that, go out there and get beat constantly, in and out, because, he has a big heart. He has a big ego. So he's going to go. He's going to go no matter what. And that's what he did, which he had, to me, he had a slightly more speed. So in the speed department, I feel like he was over Navarrete. And he has good short punches. But again, he stayed on the outside a little too much and got caught with a lot of those shots. And again, too much courage, too much heart for his own good. He went down swinging. So shout out to him, but he may start to think about wrapping it up. Navarrete, on the other hand, he also is talking about retirement. And I don't know. He's looking good. He had his hand surgery. He said his hand is completely healed. It showed. It looks healed. And, he's at 130. And at 130, there are some champions at 130. So, he can make a big fight at 130. Even think about moving up to 135. Maybe he could score a fight with Tank. I doubt it. I don't think Tank. I don't know. I don't think Tank would fight him. But I mean, hey, you never know. If you're trying to retire, and you put on a pretty good performances the last couple of bouts out, you're a power puncher. You got the Mexican fan base behind you. Yeah, get some money fights and get out of here. Shout out to both those guys. Both those guys are warriors. It's just one dude is just, he built different. He built too different, bro.